And so I realized two things fairly quickly about the art of essay writing. That there are two fundamental elements, as I would sum them up. One is that you have some research, and that the research can come first, or it can come second, or it can become throughout the whole process. But one, you do some research on something. And that research may be going to the library, looking at books. It may be interviewing your friends. It may be talking to parents, but you do some research. And you get beyond yourself in terms of just information. The second thing is you form a thesis, which is to say an idea about what it is you want to say. And you take your research and you take your thesis and you combine them. And you make a case for whatever it is you've concluded it is that you have come, that you're trying to convince, communicate to your audience. Very much like a lawyer building a case. You take this element, that element, and you reach toward it, and you deductively arrive at a conclusion, from doing that. That was the thing I learned probably within 2 or 3 months of becoming a professional essayist. There are a couple other things, though, that I would also add. There's a woman, an English novelist and an editor called Diana Athill. And one thing that she insists on is that when you write, you should read it aloud at some point. Because only in reading it aloud do you really hear the rhythm of the language. Do you really hear the cadences? Do you really hear how it's going to flow and how it fits together? You can't really replicate that by just sort of reading it on the page. If you're going to be a good writer, you need to read it aloud. Because writing is an interactive process. You're interacting with yourself and the page, and you are going back and reflecting on what you had to say, and you're also honing what you had to say. There's probably no writer that I've ever known who can sit down in one draft and write the best version of whatever it is they are writing. Because inevitably, there's going to be some redundancies. Inevitably, there's going to be some things that are not well said. Inevitably, there are going to be some things that are not as well thought out as they could be if you went back.